Yo, what up? Yeah, how's everybody doing? We're back on the Corvair. Let's see real quick, guys, before we get started. Let me just make sure things are good, like always. This is what, part 17? Man, that's a lot of parts. Sorry, guys. Been kind of lagging it. Been taking too long with this, but I think you guys understand why. So let's see here, guys. So far, as you guys know, we got some new bits and pieces in here. Um, Let me see here, guys. I want to make sure that we're good. Where did my chat go? I had the chat. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see, guys. Let's see what's going on. But yeah, we got a new mic. You guys gotta let me know how it is, because I don't know how the sound quality is right now. That's something I kind of want to see right there with you guys. But I'm trying to find the area for the let's see here, for the chat, that way I could see you guys. Boom. Here we go. Found it. What? Hey, what's up, Motorcar 1589? What's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in, bro. Hell yeah. That's what's up. I'm just about to get started in a little bit right now. Just trying to make sure everything's cool. Question: how's everything sound on your end right now as you're tuned in? Let me know. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. No, thank you. Yeah, I recorded a video earlier today that I posted up, and I was like, you know what? I need to go live. I need to see what's up with the Corvair, and also at the same time kind of test out all these things, the new stuff that I'm kind of bringing in to the workspace right here. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm just trying to adjust my screen real quick, guys. Hold on. Bam, before I get started, because yeah, when I was recording the video earlier, I was trying to make some adjustments on some things, and I left something kind of hanging, and I was like, oh man, during the whole recording process, I was just like staring at that thing. It was bothering me, but I couldn't stop. All right, so I wonder how you can make this bigger. Hey, what up, Lee? Crow Customs, what's up, man? Good morning. Bam. All right, let me put the mouse away now. All right, so yeah, I think what was it? Yesterday, I received my mic finally came through. I also got a stand for it as well. I need to get me a wireless mic now, or I mean a wireless mouse or mice. I think that's what they call them now. And so yeah, this week I got a bunch of equipment kind of came in. The mic. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. Check it out. Right here. Ah, there it is. That one right there. It's on this like pretty flexible stand, and I don't know. It just so far it fits right now. It fits with what I'm doing, so I could set it aside and kind of just like work on stuff. That's kind of what I was looking for. Let's see here. Bam. But yeah, man, it took a minute to get a lot of this stuff, because I was thinking about it, and I was going, man, I still remember some weeks back just doing it out of my phone, and even the area where I was positioned on the bench, like to work out of, it was it was like in a like tight little area, and I feel like I kind of put myself there because I have I have space in here, but I wasn't really utilizing it. Like I was keeping it very clean and organized, but then I was like, man, we have this whole center area where nothing's being done, It's just right here. So I was like, you know what? I gotta do something. I gotta like move the setup and stuff and kind of take over, like make this the primary thing. All right, let me just removing some of this tape over here that I'm not gonna need. I thought I was gonna need it, but not anymore. Um, Yo, what up? Buenos dias, bro. What's up? Oh, nice, man. All the way from Spain, España. That's cool. Let's check it out. The Corvair. Last part we did was part 16. I shot candy on this, pink candy. I like the lighting right now as I'm looking at this. It just looks a lot better. A lot cleaner. I think I'm gonna get rid of the lighting that I have inside the booth because whenever I'm spraying in there, it looks just blue, like the lighting. And sometimes when you're spraying candy, it's kind of tough to really see kind of the outcome of it. And it comes that blue kind of lighting comes in handy when I'm doing like clear coat. That's when I'm like, all right, I'm digging that. Oh, nice, man. Hell yeah. You're gonna have to see some photos later, some progress on that. That's cool, man. Let's see. And so the car's been kind of chilling there. It's been almost a week now since the last time I sprayed some candy on this. And the top portion has flake. The sides, it's just more like this panel right here. It does not have flake. It just has Orion Silver Max as a base and then candy over that. So I was just kind of brainstorming and thinking like maybe this is an area I want to take. So this way I could backmask all the flakes that are on this side and then the rest of the body on this side. And I can start, doing some type of other like graphic or something in there, I think that'd be pretty dope. And I gotta drink some water real quick. Getting a little thirsty here, guys. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if I was even gonna jump on the live earlier. I was a little tired, but then I took a nap. Like I don't really even take naps, but I feel like now since I've been this whole week, I was kind of on here late at night. I'm starting to feel it, and I'm like, man, I gotta take a freaking nap or something, Yeah, right now it's over here. It's like 11:42 p.m. It's gonna be midnight soon. So let's see, guys. Let's check it out. Let me see how close we can get, cause I could also zoom in too on the bench right here. You guys could peep that right there. Yeah, I changed some of the settings too for the resolution, so hopefully it looks clean. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it later, like after, on different devices, just to see what's up. Let's see here. So I think we're gonna cut it probably this thin. You can barely see it, but let me get comfortable right here, guys. Right quick. Let me scoot this back so you guys can kind of see, because I feel like it's not covering the whole thing. All right. Yeah, I got some new lighting too for the bench. Also, the other lights I had, they were cool, but it was just time, man. It was time to do the upgrade. Let's see here. Oh damn, I moved. I mean, this thing doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just trying to get like a straight line. Let's do this. Let's do one. Let's see if it comes out good. If not, this is like a little warm up. Let's see what happens. All right, let me cut this back piece. I don't think I'm gonna need this back piece. All right, let's see how this looks. Bam. All right, this is all right for a first one. Not bad. Will it reach though? Probably not. I think I'm gonna have to bust out my other ruler. This one's too small, because I want a long piece of tape I don't want it to be too short, because then I'm gonna have to let's get some more tape. So I'm using the 3M tape in green. Yeah, I love this stuff right here. Comes in very handy. There we go. Yeah, this is like a lot better. Let me just fix the edges right here. Yeah, I need to get like a wireless mic. No, a mouse. Why do I keep saying mic? I need to get that wireless mouse, man. Because the one with the cable gets all over the place. Let's see right here. Boom. There you go. Let me go ahead and grab my other. I'll be back, guys, real quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Had to get the ruler real quick. The bigger one. The big brother. The Mac Daddy. This big one right here. It's a 12-inch. Let's see, what was this one? Like a, yeah, it's just a 6. What the heck? It's all tiny. His little brother right there. All right. Yeah, they both come in handy. I like having both. But right now we're gonna bust out with this one right here. Yeah, I got this one at Michael's some years back. Let me grab this mouse. I need to bust out the mouse again. The raton. Let's see. Yeah, so this Tuesday we're gonna be interviewing Jason. He goes by Blue Ox Model Shop. Yeah, he's gonna be our first time guest on the podcast. He's also a podcast host as well. Him and his buddies, they have another podcast as well. And then on Sundays, they also do it's like a build, like a Sunday build kind of thing. It's pretty dope. Like I've watched it, I've tuned in, and I've seen him and his buddies. They get together at a certain time. They go on for I think like a couple hours, and they're just on there like building, like working on stuff. It's pretty cool. I wish I had that time to do something like that, like on a Sunday or on a certain day, you know. Maybe later, we'll see. But for right now, man, dang, the nights. That's the only time I'm able to kind of mess with this stuff right now, right here. What up, Bugs? How you doing, man? What up, Kevin? Gia. Yeah, nah. I just jumped on here not too long ago, just getting started. Like, gonna cut up some tape and just kind of chill for a bit. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on going live, but then I was like, I couldn't sleep, man. It's just a lot on my mind. I think because just the excitement of getting the new gear, wanting to test it out, and wanting to see how everything's working. After I record, I like to see the footage, like rewatch it, kind of skip through it, and kind of see like, okay, like I need to adjust this, I need to fix this, kind of thing, you know. That's kind of what's been on my mind a lot, and I think the next piece of equipment I'll be getting is most likely going to be probably a new table, like a new bench and a new chair. Those are some things I need to get because I've been rocking the same table and chair for a minute, but I need a little bit more room now to fit stuff for the table. Right there. Let's see. Yeah, man. The Sunday ones, I'll tune in. Like I'll be chilling with my family, and I guess because of the time difference, a lot of the times when they're on, I'm kicking it in the yard with my family. It's a trip. Like I'll be playing with my daughter, or then I'm just kind of taking a break, and I'll get on YouTube on my phone, and they'll be on there, and I'll be like, oh dang, that's dope. And I just kind of tune in for a minute, and just kind of listen in on the convos, and everybody's doing their thing, and that's pretty dope. It's pretty fun to see that dynamic, of people just hanging out, chopping it up, like if they're with their friends, It just reminds me like there was like a few times I got together with Armando and some of our other friends, and we would bring our builds and work on stuff at his house. And if we would run into an issue or something with the build, you would get immediate help right there. That was pretty cool. So it reminds me a lot of that kind of stuff. Let's see here. We're gonna cut these out. I feel like I'm cutting them a little too thick, but yeah, it's okay. It's gonna be more for like backmasking the outline. And then if I wanted to go smaller, I probably could, but I need to get closer. And then I'm afraid I'm gonna cover the screen with my hat. All right, cool. Let's see. Let me check in on you guys. Oh, I have used one in the past, like the Display ones, like one of the first version they came out with. I know now they have like a few different ones, but back then I did try one just to cut out tape, like in a circle. And then before them, I never used it, but I was curious to try it, but I never got my hands on it. Olfa used to have one too, like a little small one, that you would just kind of, like sink it down and then just kind of turn it and get a circle, but you couldn't really get it too small. Those new those ones from Display look pretty efficient. Like they look like you could go really small. It's tiny little circles on those. Let's see. All right. I wonder if you guys could even hear that, like the blade cutting on the tape. Yeah, I turned down some of the gain with this mic because this mic can pick up anything. Like if I turn up the gain, you'll hear all the background noise. Maybe even if I turn on the fan, you might be able to hear it. Right now, it's not too hot in here. It's actually feels pretty good. So I think it's oh wait, let me see. Not the surfer color. Oh, okay. Alpha. Yeah, that Alpha one, I've never tried it, but I've seen it for cutting tape. There was a time that even Godhand was selling like a nipper to cut tape, and it just looked huge to cut tape to get like a perfect straight. And I was like, yeah, it seems cool, but I don't really know anybody that's gonna be doing that. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about the yeah, to cut small tape. I have them. They're from Infinity Model. They're like orange, and then you just lay out your tape and you just cut the lines. And then later, Display came out with those, but they have like different designs. They have the straight line, and then they have the curved ones. Are those the ones you're talking about? Yeah, because you could cut strips on those. Yeah, I have them. I rarely use them though. I was using them back then, and then I kind of chilled from using them, and I just kind of started going back to this, like cutting them like. But the other one, it is a cool tool. It's pretty efficient. I mean, if you get like frustrated or anything, you can always use that to cut some tape. All right, so let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna get comfortable right here, just to kind of see it. And this is also why I wanted to come on here too, is because there's just a lot going on. Like I'm like, all right, I got to work on the build, and then I gotta also test everything out, like the sound and the way things look on the how much it's covering. All right, so check it out. So this is kind of the here. Let me get in on here. This is kind of the area that I want to mask. Is like this area, right? But not meaning mask. I don't want to like cover it. I want to lay out an outline, and I want to cover the rest. This is the part I want to expose because I feel like it would just be like another way to like play around with this area and possibly add an effect later or something, you know? But when you do this, you have to kind of think like, all right, do I lay the tape on the panel or on the other panel where the flake's at, you know? Because like whatever I do, depending where I lay this tape, there's going to be the transition, you know? Because let's just say like right now that I put the tape right inside of the panel. Let's say I put it inside. Let me lay it down right here. I feel like I need to put this close to my face. But here, let me see. I wonder if I can move this camera. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna move it real quick. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Oh no, it's too tight. Dang, I gotta loosen it. Anyway, let me see how let me just tape it and then I'll bring it up real quick. Cause I gotta do this kind of smooth here. I'll just lay it here as an example. I'll probably have to redo it right now. So like right now, it's like inside of the panel of that part. Underneath is the flake and then inside. So let's just say that I would lay out the tape all the way, right? Let's just say it like that, like real quick. And then I do the same for the top part. I cover everything. And then let's just say that, you know, I would go another like 4 coats or 8 coats of candy in pink. So now it's going to darken this whole section. And then what would end up happening is when I take out the tape, I'm going to have flake, that line, because I covered it, and then another tone of pink. And that's something you got to kind of think about. Like, do I want that little line there? Because it's gonna probably look like a little pinstripe, but it might get in the way. You know, you might be like, oh, I wasn't. That's not the way I wanted it to look. So those are kind of like little things you gotta kind of think about. If you don't want to have that little line, then you gotta lay the tape a little bit lower on like the flaked area, pretty much, right there. Yo, what up, Styrene? What up, man? How you doing? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just right here, tuning in for a little bit, you know, just kind of hanging out. Was cutting up some tape and kind of seeing what's up with the Corvair. I was tripping out. I was going, damn, this is like part 17. I'm like taking a long time with this build right here, you know. But it'll come together, man. I think within the last week to now, I've just been kind of busy trying to wrap my head around getting all the equipment and everything going with it. Let me see. Here's what we'll do. I'll get it. I'm not gonna tape this like on the. I'm gonna tape it on the flake. Let's do that better. So I'm pulling the tape, dropping it down on the line, and I'm putting it at an angle because I could see it with the light, the angle, like the way it's shining. I'll show you guys in a little bit right now. All right, I'm lowering it right now. I'm layering the tape right above the flake. On the edge right there. That looks a little low. What I like about this tape is you could like pull it, drop it down, pull it, drop it down until you get it where you want it. It's not like it's not gonna pull anything. Everything's gonna stay. That's what's pretty cool about it. Okay, so pretty much what I did is I ended up lowering the tape so that way it's on the borderline, on top of the flake, borderline to the panel that does not have any flake. Right there. Here, let me fix this right here. But you gotta make sure it's like right on it, because if you don't have it on it, and if you paint over that area, whatever graphic you do, it's gonna show. You're gonna be like, damn, I messed up. What happened? What? Maybe I shouldn't have done this live. No, I'm playing. No. Dang. Thanks, man. Yeah, this stuff takes time, dude. When you're at this point, it is fun. I mean, when you're by yourself or you're with your friends and you're just talking, chilling, you could get into it, like just working on stuff. Yeah, right now I don't feel like I'm on the spot. I just feel like we're just kicking it right now, And I'm just kind of sharing what I'm doing right here. Let's see. But let me know if everything sounds cool on the sound. That's kind of what I'm kind of curious about, is the sound, and then also the visual. I don't know. I try to set it to the high settings on the just to see what would happen, but I don't know. I know it's gonna still take me time to dial it in on the program to going live. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Tuesday. We're doing the interview with Blue Ox Models. That's gonna be dope. Oh, what the hell? Come on. All right. Damn, this one gets a little tricky right here, like in the front right here, where it curves. It's kind of tricky. Oh yeah, and this one, I just kind of have to go more like right here, and then go a little bit above into. We got to keep some pink right here. Yeah, I am digging the thickness of the tape right here that I cut, because it does cover this area. Okay, here we go. We're back on track. What's everybody doing right now? All right, cool. Let's do the back. We're getting to the back part now. Bam. Okay. I'll show you guys a recap. So we started in the front right here. This part right here. Started applying the tape. And when I'm applying the tape, I'm kind of looking at it from an angle where the light's coming in. So this way I could see the edge, the border, kind of where it meets. And then I'm laying down the tape. Then I kind of just press it down, touch it down with my fingers. And, it's a lot of like pulling and then just like readjusting right there. Let's see. So this is this angle, right? Like you apply it and you look at it. All right, cool. What's recommended is to turn it. Like you could always turn it the other way, backwards from behind, and just stare at it and stare at the different angles. And try to look like at these like little corners, like when you see the light, kind of hit it, like right there. Like how it shines, and then it goes dark, obviously. But look at those kind of edges, and you'll start to see like, oh man, did I put this straight or is it crooked? Or is it off? And if it's off, don't be afraid to unpeel it, peel it back, and then just reapply it. Like right here, I like the back. Like, okay, this is cool. But then the front part, I guess because I was starting it was giving me a little trouble. I need to just like unpeel this and then just redo it right now. I'll do it right now. Hold on, let's see. Let me check with you guys. The chat. Bro. On before I was gonna candy it, right? I had laid down the flake. My friend Ivan, little shop of models, he asked me the same question if I was planning on like clearing it, and I told him no. I said, "Nah, man, I'm just gonna lay down the tape and go like that." And I've been doing it this way for a long time, and I haven't had any issues with it. But he did tell me, he was like, "Man, you're gonna use, like it's gonna be rough, or like when you shoot clear, it's gonna you're gonna shoot like more clear." I understand what he's saying. And I had asked Armando about that. I was like, "Have you ever done it like that?" And he was just saying like, "I have, but the thing is, you start to layer more and more clear, like over and over and over. That after a while it gets kind of thick." And I've thought about that, but I might have to try. I want to try the other way. I just kind of stayed away from it. I kind of haven't done it too much, just because after I candy or whatever graphics I lay on it, I just want to get to work, and like work on it, and then later I'll go ahead and clear it once everything is there, and then I add a second coat of clear, like a flow coat. Once that first initial one's all dry, then I'll come back. And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out too, is how am I gonna record this when I go live? I know I could set up a camera in there. I don't think it'll be these cameras, because these ones I kind of already set them up and I dialed them into the bench. I think I'm gonna have to use another kind of camera to capture the live from the booth, so this way you guys could see how many coats of clear I apply, especially when doing flake. You know, because I've seen some people flake their cars, and I've seen them at the model car shows, and sometimes you could tell like that car needed more flake, and I mean it needed more clear, not flake. It just needed to be cleared one more time, like another coat, and they kind of stopped before that last coat. So it visually from a distance you can still see that it's kind of rough, because the clear tends to shrink inside of all the little crevices of the vehicle on the body. And sometimes I'll ask friends like, when do you know when to stop, or what? Are you visually seeing it, or are you a little worried that it's going to start to drip? That you're going to start seeing that. And a lot of times they've told me, yeah, I don't know. I'm not used to putting a lot of clear, and I don't want it to drip. But it just depends, like the kind of material that you're using for the clear. Here, let me go back real quick. Let's see. Let me get this. Let's peel this back. Right there. Yep, to right there. Let me see. Yeah, no, I am. I'm left-handed. Let's see. But I still do a lot of stuff with my right, but mostly when I write and stuff like that. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, I've seen some videos on that. I feel like with the 101 scale, like it definitely that's the way to do it, like that. But since these are like small projects, like small little cars, I just feel like, man, I'm gonna be mixing up a lot of clear and tossing some, because sometimes I'll use like a Tamiya jar and I'll mix clear, and I always end up with more clear at the end. And I'm like, dang, like I have to throw this away now. Okay, so I'm trying to see here visually. Okay, I gotta redo it again. Boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're gonna leave this like this for now. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Gonzo? How you been? All right, let's see. So we got this one here. Let me let's do the other side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm gonna calibrate this top camera that's going on this bench. I'm gonna have to like move it a little bit back so this way when I zoom in, it's not like up here because this seems kind of far from me. I need to have it like basically down like right here. I need to be able to readjust it. If I do it right now, it's gonna be just shaking. It's gonna be a mess. So I don't want to do it right now. I'm gonna have to do this later. But let's peep game right here. All right, let's start from the back again on this one. Let me see if I could probably get it in the camera. I'm gonna eyeball it from far away. Right here, putting it right on the edge of top of the flake from the bottom, that bottom panel. See, I feel like my arms are extended right here. I can't even really see. It's too far for my eyes. I'll revise it right now. I just want you guys to see how I'm pulling the tape and how I'm getting my hands comfortable like in here. Cause sometimes it feels awkward, like when you're putting the tape on the car. And also, you don't want to be putting this on the bench constantly, because then you're going to be rubbing all this all over the bench. And if it's dirty or whatever, you might risk getting like scratching it. Another tip, what I used to use back then, like in case if you can't hold the model, like you don't feel comfortable working with it, like in the air, what you can do is I don't know if they still even sell them, but it's one of those little bean bags to rest your wrist, like back in the day, like this, like you're using your mouse and you're like, you would be like this, but then you would buy this little, like, it looked like a little tiny little bean bag. I don't even know what they're called anymore. And then you just put your wrist on it, and then you would be, using your mouse or whatever. So I kept one of those. I bought one a long time ago, and I kept it. And it's not like the gel material. It feels like there's like a bean bag. And oh, there you go. You can use that. Rice in a sock. Easy. And yeah, man, that right there, you get one of those and you could just lay it down. And what you could do is get the model and you could just lay it on it in whatever position, because it's all going to move around. And then you just like let it, like you could have it at this angle, that angle, and just, don't push down on it, but it could just kind of lean on it and then use that as support when you're starting to drop in that right there. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me check something real quick here. Is everything cool with the stream? Like no delays or anything, guys? Let me know. Let me know if there's any delays on your guys' end. Bam. All right. Let's see here. Let me look at this from this angle. Okay, from right here up top in this angle, I like it. And then once I start looking at it like flat like this, I kind of see like, okay, wait a minute. I think I might have to re-pull it right here and relay it from the rear. I gotta get quiet when I do that little part right there. There we go. Boom. That side's done. Well, the bottom part. I still gotta do the top part. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm using it's a small little camera, man. It's tiny, bro. It's a company called Obsbot. and it's the Meet 2 Mini. That's the one I'm rocking. And then I'm using a Logitech webcam too. Those are the two that I'm rocking with right now. Let's see here. Yeah, I used to have an old Logitech camera. Well, more not, it was a webcam, and back then, me and my friends, we used to stream when we would be like DJing and stuff, like playing music. And this is like, what year was this? This is like maybe 2000. Dang, what year was it? Was it 2010 or 2008? I think it was 2008 and we were using a site. What was it called? Like, we weren't streaming on YouTube at all. I don't know if it was Ustream. It was an OG. Wait a minute. Did I get the right piece of tape? Oh no, I'm good. I felt like this tape was short. And man, the camera we had at the time was like 720p, and it would work, but man, it would get so pixelated. It would slow down. It was just crazy, and we'd be playing for a long time on there, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun, like just playing there and stuff on this Ustream. And this is like when everybody was on like MySpace and Facebook, when all that stuff was new. So yeah, I think it must have been like 2008, 2010. And yeah, we would do it like every week. We're just playing and playing and playing. But that camera though, man, I still have it. It's like 720p. So at the time, it was like the best webcam, and it did its thing. But man, it would heat up. But yeah, Logitech holds it down. Cause then later I got another one in 2017, another camera, and that one went up to 1080p, almost 4K. It's because it says 4K, but it never would give me 4K. All right, so check it out. So this side's done, and this side's done. And hey, what's up, Luis? OmniWorks. What up, man? How you doing? Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys, where are you guys from? So you're from Kevin. You're from Ohio. Cool. Yeah, let me know, guys. All right. So let's see. So I just taped this the bottom part above the flake borderline, and the same with the top part on this side. That side, and then the same with this side right here. And let's see here. So let me look at the back. So when you're looking at the back, you should be able to see the two tapes kind of match, like that they're above the top part, the green right here. And then you keep seeing them visually, and then boom. And it's good just to see it, because what if like this one was too low or the other side, then you would notice it right there. All right, on what is it? Akron, Ohio, UK. Dope. Yeah, I've never been there, man. To Akron, Ohio. I've never been there. Let me see here. All right, look, check this out. So we have an issue here that we need to look at. Let's zoom in. So, like right here, this is all laid out. And then right here, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, it like lift. Right here, this tape lifted right here. Look at this. A lot of times what happens with that is like, it's tight right here. And then I just kept pulling it too tight. till I got to the end, and like you don't want to pull it too tight. Like you pull it, you pull it forward, but you got to make sure that with your thumb or your finger, you're pressing down and getting it in the groove. So I know like right now I could easily just press it down, bam, but then later the same thing's gonna happen again. So I gotta kind of go revisit it real quick. And don't be afraid to like be like, oh man, I gotta do it again. Like I gotta do this top part. Like, yeah, it's all good. It's kind of part of the deal. Gotta make sure you're good right here. Let's see. So we're pulling this back. This bad boy. All right, cool. They have Rubber City, tire capital of the world. Wow. Oh no way, man. You moved out there. When'd you move? Was it recent or already been a while since you moved out to San Antonio? Okay, let me press this down just to make sure. Oh yeah, let me bust out this other little. Let me see if I could find it. Hold on, I'll be back, guys. Let me check out this tool real quick. Hold on. All right. I'm coming back. Let's see. Boom. All right, I'm back. So check it out. I had to go run and grab this tool right here. I wanted to show you guys these right here. Let's see. We got a couple different sizes. These are what? Kemper tools, the brand. Let me back up. Bam, right here. I bought these a long time ago. And when I used to play around with the tape, these came in very, very handy. And it's been a while, so I just put them away. But I'll show you guys real quick kind of what this is for. Or, I mean, not what it's for, but kind of what I use it for. Let's see. Let me go to the comments. Damn, 6 years. Crazy. That's a minute. That's cool, though, man. That's dope. Let's see here. Okay. So, like that area where that tape lifted, I could press it down with my finger or my nail, but I don't want to really risk like cutting it too much. Cutting it, damaging this area right here. And let's see here. Let me pull this back real quick. And then I'm going to lay it down again. Like up to here. Okay. So then I'm going to use this one right here. This little, at the end of it, it has the burnishing. These are burnishing tools right here. Let's see. Let's bring it up. All right. Cool. So then I could touch it and get in between that little groove area and start to push it down. Or you just have to run it like really light, bro. You don't even have to go hard. You don't want to damage your surface. But right here, this one fits really good. And you just keep going down. And you have like a better lay down. And then you go the other way. Yeah, right here it's tricky because you know this transition, it's flat, and then it starts to go into the body, and then it kind of turns like, you know, it was like a vertical, horizontal, and then bam, bam, bam. You on this side. Oh, shoot, there, and then that's it. But that's kind of what it's for. That I use it for. It's like to get into those little areas right there. All right. If you guys are wondering why I'm getting really low, it's because like I'm like getting down to the table staring at this thing. All right, cool. Let's put this piece right here. There you go. Bam. Okay. Better. Let's look at this side. Okay. All right, this one. Let me revisit the back because it almost feels like this area kind of is sliding down. I'm comparing it. This one's like above the area and this one isn't. But here, let me stare at it. Huh. Because when I paint this is what's gonna like I'm covering what I want to cover, and whatever you see is what's gonna get painted. Dang, since 2004, that's a long time. Oh, right on. This one right here. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know if I got them at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It was a long time ago when I got these. Here, this one probably looks better. Oh, here we go. The logo looks better on this one. Right here. Let me see how close I can get it. There we go. Kemper Tools, USA, DBSL. But yeah, look these up if you guys are curious about these or might want to add to the your tools, your toolbox. Yeah, this was a 3-pack. I'm sure they make more, but I mean these sizes right here are pretty small. Look at that right there. That's one side. Let me flip it to the other side. Look at that tiny little thing. Bam. You can make it like clay, I guess, like little eyeballs or something. Not eyeballs, but sockets, I guess. Let's see. All right. Oh, right on. For leather. Let's see. Yeah, let me pull it back. It's bothering me. If I don't do it, I'm gonna regret it later. I'll be like, man, I should have done it. Why didn't I do it? Okay. There we go. Boom. Let me see. Let me play with. Wait. I gotta redo this little part. Here, let me back up, guys. Sorry. Maybe if we have it like this, that'll probably be better. So you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Maybe you guys could zoom in on your end. I don't know if you guys are watching this on your phone or a laptop. But if it's on the phone, it should give you the option to zoom in too. But let me know. Oh, I moved it. Yeah, so I wanted to tell you guys I'm gonna be going to Atlanta, the Acme show this year. I officially have purchased my flight ticket already. I did it. What was it? Yesterday, I think. I think it was yesterday. And then I posted on Instagram that I was going out there. So it's official. Going to be out there. Armando Flores is supposed to be going out there. He might be flying with me. I gave him the info of my flight, so he might be joining me on that flight, hopefully. And we're gonna see who else wants to roll out there from here, from California, or just in general, from out there. We're gonna see. So I'm very looking forward to that. Have you guys ever been to that show out there? Yeah, because people always keep telling me, like, oh, dude, you need to go to that one. And I see the photos. I'm always like, dang, there's some dope stuff. A lot of cars I've never seen. And I also, back then, I was collecting those Scale Auto, what is it, the contest issue. Those are pretty cool. There was a lot of cool stuff in those contest issues. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm gonna be putting antennas right there on that part. Let me show you. Let me see if I could bring this up. See how close we can get. Ooh, you see me in the camera right there holding it. Bam. Dang. I was staring at the screen and I like looking at how it like focuses. I love this little camera, man. It's cool. I haven't got. This will be like my first show, like traveling wise, like to go to another show in a long time. I mean, the last time I went to a show flying out was like when I went to Japan to a show. But as far as like local, it's just been throughout, out here in the West Coast. A lot of local shows. So I'll be out there at the Acme show in Atlanta. Should be a lot of fun. I've been thinking about the what I'm gonna take as far as like model cars, and I'm gonna try to pack really light. I just want to have like a carry-on. As long as I have like a carry-on, a few models maybe, or a couple model cars, take them with me to participate, lay them out there, and maybe just, really minimal backpack, clothes, the essentials, whatever I need, just so I could get on the plane, check in quick, boom, 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 get inside, get there, and just, get out the terminal, get out of there. I don't want to be like, I got to wait for my luggage and the belt thing and all that drama. And the next, oh, we actually forgot your luggage in LA. I'm like, dang, Yeah, I don't want to deal with none of that. So I'm just going to pack light, carry my stuff, and go over there. But I've been thinking a lot about, as far as buying this thing called DJI Osmo to record clips of stuff, to capture and document like the experience, like the journey, getting there, the show, hanging out, coming back, all that. I want to record it with that. I know I'll take pictures with my phone, and I might do shorts with my phone because it's like pretty fast and easy. Maybe I'll go live if I can from my phone, but I've seen some people use that DJI Osmo to go live, and I think they pair it with their phone. So if I could do that, damn, that'd be pretty sick, because then I could like kind of show you guys what's kind of happening. But yeah, I gotta see what's up as far as like what I'm gonna take. It should be fun though. I'm looking forward to it. I think now that I got my plane ticket, I'm like more hyped, more excited, because I was lagging it, man. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go, but I wasn't buying no ticket yet, And I kept thinking, fuck, if I don't buy nothing, then chances are I'm not even. What if I don't even go? I'm over here like, I'm gonna go, and then I don't even go. So I was like, yeah, I gotta buy my plane ticket before it gets too expensive as you wait till the end. And then also like something could come up and I could be like, oh, you know what, I'm not gonna go because I didn't buy the ticket, and now I gotta do this. So, yeah, we did it. We had to get it. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, I heard some people hang out like the Friday. People chill out and stuff the night before. I'm coming in Friday um like around 1, so until I check in the hotel and all that stuff, I probably I'm pretty sure I'll be ready like to go and hang out over there and see what's up. All I got to do next is like book my hotel where I'll be staying at. And let's see here. Boom. So right now I'm laying down this bigger piece of tape, but let me show you real quick how like it's on top of it. Let me see how her one hand. Boom, right there. It's on top, but not like it's like half. It's like covering half of it, right? Right there. Yeah, I got this tape out of Coast Airbrush. Coast. I was there not too long ago. Was it last Monday or 2 months? Yeah, I think it's been last Monday. There we go. Look at that. All right, now let's do the other part, the top part. Yeah, this tape's good. Hey, I don't know if Lee's still on here. Shout outs to Lee, all the way in the UK. Lee, if you're on here, my question to you is: do you have this tape in your area? Do you have access to it? Do they sell it out there? That's what I want to know, Lee. Just kind of curious if they sell it or not. Okay, here we go. Boom. Yeah, I'm just layering it like halfway over. Okay, let me bring it back again so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing right there. Dang. Really digging this focus stuff. It's like fast. Does it quick. Thank you, Kevin, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out, chatting it up, chopping it up right here with me. OmniWorks and everybody else who's just watching. I know sometimes like I watch streams too and like I won't comment, I won't get in the chat. I'll just enjoy it and watch it for what it is, And sometimes I'm like, "Oh man, like maybe I should say something cuz how are they going to know if I'm watching it or not as far as like just to show some love. Um but sometimes we get shy like, "Fuck, I don't want to say anything." Okay. This is all right. Mm-hmm. Boom. Yeah, I'm just trying to upgrade all my stuff, man. Like the camera, everything. Just so this way, when I go on here, it's like a easy turn everything on, hit record, and be ready to go. And I don't have to worry about like, oh no, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was like trying to do this, man, it was frustrating. I was using I didn't have the proper equipment and the proper computer to be able to go live. I had to use my phone, and the phone's fine, it works. But then there was a time that I came into conflict with my phone where I started to get like phone calls as I was like going live, and then what would end up happening is it would just go blank, and you couldn't see, and I had to end the live, and then I had to come back, and that sucked. So check it out. I'm gonna use this piece of tape here to cover up this bottom part right here. We'll leave it like right there. Boom. Ah. Okay, here we go. There we go. Put this little back right here. Let's fix it. All right, so now I have the bottom part protected right here. There we go. You guys could see that right there. I gotta do the same for the top. Okay. All right, for this one, I need another piece. Oh shoot. The heck? Right on, man. Oh, Dan, you're working right now? Right on, man. Dan, thank you, bro. Chilling right here for a little bit. That's cool, bro. Damn. Let's see. So you're like a couple hours ahead from us. Let's see. All right, we just get this piece right here. All right. Yeah, so I want to get a new mouse, a mice. I mean, we used to call them mouse, but when I look these up, it always says mice. I'm like, the heck? I guess that's the way to say it. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna lay this one like this. I mean, I could layer. I could have just layered a big chunk of tape, but you gotta make sure you press this down. Then that's late. 3:40. Let me see here. Oh dang, dude! I'm sorry to hear about that. Let's see. And you said that was from because you said you don't go to any shows anymore since 2004. Did you have that like since then? That pain? All right, cool. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna still put another piece to connect. I'm just trying to like bond these together because it looks kind of weird right here. Bam. All right, there we go. Little cover up. And then at this point, I wanted to show you guys this other product real quick. Let me just bring it. I just gotta go run and grab it. Hold on, I'll be back again. Be right back. Oh shit. All right, I'm back. Let's see. All right, here we go. I got it. That just appeared like magic. The Pro Mask. Had to go run and grab that thing real quick. Let me make sure the mic's not off. Test. All right, I hear it now. Cool. So, I could keep cutting tape like crazy, layering over. But let's just say if I just wanted to do this part, and now at this point I'm like, you know what? I just want to cover up the model. I could always use this right here, the masking. Here, I'll peel some off. Kind of measure it to the size. Let's say right here. Okay. So now what we would do is we could lay this right on that green. Okay, check it out. Let me turn this around. And you gotta kind of play with it, because as long as the tape makes contact, you're good. So then check this out. Now here you open this up, and you could basically just cover up the model. You could even leave it like that, right? Let's say it's just like this now. Yeah, let me cover up this back part too. Look at that. Cover even the back, the rear. I can't use this. This is kind of up in here. I gotta cut this little piece off in a little bit. Let me see. Weird. Felt a little too sticky. The adhesive. Okay. Alright, we're good now. Wait. Yeah, let me put a piece of this tape better for the rear. I don't want to risk it. Something feels sticky right here. There. Put this to protect it. Now we can put this one right there. It's on top of the green, so we're good. Damn, I don't know. That little piece felt a little sticky. Okay. So now, voila, it's covered. So now at this point, you know, it's like you're operating, you know, you just want to focus on the area. I could be like, you know what? I could get, let's say, white paint, and I could spray this whole thing white. And then I could come back and I could put white pearl over that. Boom. And then I could be like, let me get my, I don't know. Let's just say my pink candy and maybe some blue candy. And then I could, you know, maybe start blue back here and then pink over here. Then I could have like a purple middle blend because they're both fading into each other. Or I can, you know, just say like, all right, I'll spray pink candy again, but now it's being layered over pearl. And then I'll darken this area, but then I'll shoot it maybe like this, like I'm like fading it that way. So then it's gonna get darker, and then it's gonna get lighter. That could also be like that, or the other way around. So it gets dark and then it gets light. You know, that could be that. Or if I mix up some House of Color Marbleizer, I could spray Marbleizer on here, and then get some plastic, and just layer it on top. And just crinkle it up, and then take off the plastic, and I'm gonna have all these like weird, trippy texture designs. Let that dry, and then I could come back, and I could even spray candy onto the edge of the tape, so it creates kind of a fade. And I could decide, you know what, I'll do the fade from the bottom, so this way it looks like it's like, you know, fading up. You know, I know if I do it all around, it's gonna be hard because it's a small little panel. You know, I mean it's achievable, but yeah, it could be, or even that you could do lace, you could do a lot of stuff, but this paper stuff will help. And look at the back. Let's flip this around. Check this, guys. Watch. Meeting right here. So this is right here. Look at the back, behind the curtain, right here. We got the car all covered up. It's ready. So let's say I do that side, and I'm like, all right, cool. You know, it's done. It's painted. I love it. Then you go ahead and do the other side too. You know, you could take this off, flip it around, do the other side. And let me take this out. Here, lift that right there. All right, we're good. And then boom, cover this up and do the same thing for the other side. that's something that can be done with this, right? You could always even oh, I already did the fold, but yeah. So this is an option. Let me put this over here. Let me get this out of the way because we're gonna tape the other bottom side. Put a little piece. I'll check the chat real quick. Hold on. Let me just cut this. All right. Yeah, I'll be using House of Color. For sure. Bam. Oh, that's another brand, right? That make that when you mention right now. Was it USC? Do they do one of they do one of these rolls, right? Too? Because I've seen another brand besides this one here that does the Pro masks. All right, let's see, guys. Let's check it out right here. Yeah, sometimes I'll stream on TikTok for a little bit just to like look at magazines or stuff. But the reason why I'm going on there is because the software that I'm using, like what you guys are seeing right now, right? I want to do the same thing but on there. And in order to unlock that, you have to be on there for like at least like 25 minutes streaming on different I don't know if it's same day or different days. And I've been trying it. I'm just trying to unlock that feature because as of right now they will only let me use one camera. I can't use two cameras like I'm using right now. And I'm like, oh man, it sucks. So I'm trying to do that. And because I think later what's going to happen is I'm going to try to figure out a way that I could live stream from multiple platforms at the same time when mainly when I'm doing the interviews with guests. I think that would be that's kind of the primary purpose. I wanted to reach more people. So this way, whatever app that they're comfortable with using, and then, they have no means to sign up with another app or whatever, make another new account. We, it could definitely come together, right there. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been messing with right now. Oh, that's a good idea, bro. I didn't even think about that. The plastic bags from the kids and masking tape along the edge. That's cool. Oh yeah, that you could definitely do that right there. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because at the end, you just want to cover the car, and then you're just throwing away all that stuff you didn't even use, right there. I mean, this tape has lasted me a long time, bro. And sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like I'm wasting it, but nah, it's just too much, man. Because it's not like I'm like building them like crazy. Like it takes a minute sometimes to build a build that you're happy with, And let me see. Let's cut these little pieces here. Man, I should have made a coffee. Now I'm starting to feel a little tired, just a little bit. And I don't think the caffeine does much to me. It's more like just for the flavor, just to know like, oh, I'm drinking something warm right now. Yeah, but later I'm gonna see about also being able to add a little bit of music in the background on these streams, and we'll test it out. I mean, we don't have to, we'll test it out just to see what's up. But I was a little afraid, like I wanted to do it, but then because I could do it, but then I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'd probably get tired of listening to the same songs over and over and over, But sometimes when I see people's channels, I'm like, man, this sounds dope. Like this flows, Oh, dang. All right. We're going to tape this other part right here. Let's see. Let's peep something real quick. Ba-da-da. All right. Man, imagine doing like a live marathon. We're streaming live for 24 hours straight. That would be a lot of work, dude. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I was watching this this dude building a model on Twitch, but it was like a oh man, I keep hitting the mic. It was like a Gundam model. And I was talking to him for a little bit, and he was telling me that he needed to be streaming on Twitch from his computer to unlock something for his computer, but he needed to be there for like I think like 6 hours straight streaming, and you had to have like at least one or two people or three people, I think. Yeah, it was three, continuously like watching. Like you couldn't just. So imagine you're like on your 5th hour and then there's nobody, like no one watching the stream. Like at that point, I don't think it counts. And I was like, dang, that sounds crazy. Like that's a lot of work right there. And yeah, I've noticed like there's some that they're building for a long time, and then like the next day they come back, but they're actually um, like playing video games, for a long time too. And I'm like, dang. And I think they're just trying to unlock those features. I don't know too much about it. I did test out the Twitch and it worked. I was able to get on there on my account. But, dude, there's nobody building model cars there at all. At all, bro. There's nobody. I was tripping. I was like, dang. No one trying. Like, no one's there for that. Everybody's there for, like, what is it, IRL in real life. Like, watching people deliver food or walk around, play video games. Like, all those genres are huge right now on there. And I was like, dang. It's kind of a trip. Some of the stuff some of these people are doing. Let's see. Dang, I wanted to yawn right there. Let's see. Do I have this? I don't know if I set the button. Oh, no, I took it off. I had set one, so like if I ever wanted to like step out, hide, I could do it. But I think I took it off. I'm gonna have to redo it later. Yep. All right. Cool. This is sticking. Sticking. Bam. See, what time is it now? Over here. It's going to be 1 a.m. 1 a.m. All right, this one I could just cut a big old strip right here. Look at that. That's true, bro. You're right. It's for the gamers, nerds, and gamer baddies. Nah, you're right, bro. True about that. I've noticed that. I was like, wait, what? And then I'm like, nah, I gotta get out of here. I want my lady to be like, hey, what are you doing? What the hell are you looking at? Huh? What? Nah. Yeah, bro. I was tripping on that. I was like, God dang. But yo, when I was on there, I was watching some streams and I'm like, damn, this looks dope. Like some of the dudes on there have some really sick setups. And I was talking to them and asking them, and they were telling me like what they were using and stuff. So I thought that was pretty nice of them. They were actually telling me. I remember there was this one dude. It was like, 2, 3 in the morning. Like I think I just like woke up like randomly at night, and I was like, I couldn't sleep, so I was like, let me go on Twitch, and this guy was on there, and he didn't have that good, like his lighting wasn't that great, but I could see what he was doing. But man, the camera was like capturing what he was doing pretty clean. It was just more the lighting that was dark, you know. And I started asking him questions regarding like streaming and stuff of what he was using. He was telling me, and I was like, "Oh, that's dope." But I started following him because I wanted to thank him for the info. I mean, I thanked him there, but like later, you know, like yo, I got some of that stuff you were telling me about, but he hasn't been back on. I'm kind of waiting to get that notification when he jumps back live, just so I could like say what's up to him. But yeah, man, there's no one building model cars on there. I'm like, dang, where's everybody at? Bam. All right, cool. All right, so this top only need that little part right there. Bam. All right. Oh man, it's coming down. Maybe I need to get up and stretch, do some jumping jacks. That'll do it. That'll do the trick. Get a second wind. A question for you guys that are tuned in right now. As I'm talking, do you guys hear an echo on your guys' side or no echo? I just wanted to make sure. I forgot to ask that from the beginning. Echo. Let me know. Yeah, I tried using that blue tape, Kevin. I do have some. No echo? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So that blue tape, I do have some. I've seen people use it. They get down with it. And I remember buying it and trying it, thinking like, oh, cool, you know, they're using it and stuff. I'm going to start using. But yeah, it was kind of tricky to work with. Even just the paper is like different. Oh, thank you, Luis. And echo. And I just stopped using it. So then I bought the yellow tape, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna use the yellow tape. But then I noticed like the stickiness is really strong on that yellow tape, so it would definitely. I was like, oh, this is gonna pull my paint, you know. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And then this green one, I mean, this one's always been like my to go to, right here. This green one, the one from. Oh shit, I don't even need it from the back no more. Yes. All right, so this car is pretty covered up, right here. So let's get close so you guys could see this. Dang. The other side. Yeah, I kind of wanted to just cover up the whole thing and leave it exposed like this. So they say when I finally get into it, like the next time, I'm thinking like the next time I stream regarding the Corvair, I will go ahead and start to pretty much be able to paint, you know, paint this side and then just rotate it, do that side, and boom, you know. That way I don't like do one side and then I have to cover it and reopen the other one. And then I'm like, oh, I don't even remember how many times I did it. Because you want to be able to eyeball it and see like both sides so it kind of matches right there. And see what's up, you know. Damn. I really like this mic arm though. You can go like, I can't even see it on the camera. No, it's not even picking it up. God dang it. It's like it folds, then it goes up, down pretty fast. And I've seen other stands I was looking at, and I was like, oh no, that's not what I want. The other ones were a little harder. Or I've had some where like you tighten them and the mic's like up, and then over time it starts to fall. And to tighten it, you kind of can't. Like that's kind of it. It's just the weight. And this one's pretty cool. Let me see. Okay, so we got these tools right here. Hobby knife. And then these always come in handy. Your different size rulers. Some tweezers. Whatever brand tweezers. Right now there's a lot of dope ones. These are the God hand ones, but you can always use Disbay, Tamiya. There's just so many out there now that get it done. Green tape right here. This is optional. You don't need to have it, but if you could get your hands on a brand or similar to this, be pretty dope. And then this is also a God hand cutting mat. It's like tempered glass. Oh, look, you can see my lights. There's one light right here. And then here's the other one. Oh, right there, the reflection. And then I just put one of my stickers right there on it. And then this is the bottom of it. Yeah, this one works cool. Right here. I used to not use this back then. I was using it for models just to get the stance or something, or like pick it up and like stare at it like eye level, you know. But then I stopped using it, and I just kind of had it put away. And then just recently, I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna start using it for my tape," because I figured, look, if I put it right here, it pretty much gives you a sense of the length of the car, you know. Like you start to stare at those little squares. You see like how many squares is it away from the edges, from front and back. So then I figured, oh, you know what? If I'm gonna lay my tape, I'll lay it, you know, the whole thing across, and then I'll just cut on these outside lines, and I'm good to go right there. It comes in handy. It's pretty easy to store away also, if I need to store this thing. So that's pretty cool. Let me see. Brisket film. I don't think I've ever tried that. I need to look that up. The brisket film. All right, so let's see. Let me see the time right here, guys. Oh, does it? I thought he gave me like a timer. There ain't no timer on here. But I'm gonna head out, guys. I think it's time. This was fun. It was cool hanging out. Now I could sleep. I feel like I could sleep comfortable knowing like, all right, this step got accomplished already. You know, we already went past what we needed to do. And I don't have to keep thinking about it like, oh, I haven't done it. Now it's done. Now the fun part, the brainstorming begins here behind the scenes. I got to make a decision and decide, you know, what kind of effect I want to rock right here. Another thing too, I was going to tell you a little tip. So like right now, I'm like, you know, I'm taking my time kind of staring at this. And like when I press down in here, look right here. Oh, wait, there it goes. See, look at this. It's like it's talking right here. There's a little mouth. So what do? We either, I could slap tape again, but what's going to happen is it's just going to keep pushing it in. So we're going to get some tape and we're going to put it from the inside. We're going to lock it in right there. So right here, boom, boom. See the little mouth right there? Dang, it's going to be gone. Eliminated. There. I don't got to worry about that now. Now we just bought ourselves some insurance. Let me check the other side. Yeah, the other side seems pretty cool. But let's just put some on. Why not? We're already here. Why not? We spent all this time. Why not? You know? Lay at the bottom right there. Messed up. Boom. This is ready to go. Right here. Chill. But yeah, guys, I'm going to take off. Thank you guys for hanging out, chopping it up, and also give me a heads up, you know, with the sound and everything. and the visual. I'll see what day I'll come back live again. I'm not sure yet, but soon, because I mean, I'm having a lot of fun right now with all the setup, and there's just a lot more stuff coming up. So cool. All right, Kevin. Later on, Luis, Gonzo. Later on, guys. You guys have a good night. Lee on the UK. Peace out, man. All right, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe this weekend. Have fun. All right, guys. Peace.